Let go. We're live, everybody. We here doing it again. See if we can make some money today. Looks like my refresh rate's a little slow, actually. A little bit interesting there. Never really seen that before. Look up here in the top corner. See how it's like yellow? Yellowy? Usually it's green. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just not sure. I'm just not aware fully. Alright. Let's make some motherfucking money. Or die trying, right? You see we're starting to turn over at the top here. So 29s. We did take that out yesterday during that. Swept it out. Gave it back up. Wouldn't mind a pull into like these prices for a bigger sell-off. Asia, London, we kind of inverted. Morning, saucy man. I heard you're already up some money. That's a beautiful thing. You're already up some money, my boy. How you doing, pal? How are you doing, pal? How was your night? How you doing? How you feeling? Opening print price was the 802s. Looked like we had some news on it. We also have some more PMI at 45 and then more PMI at 10. So we have some news. Pre-market low. Feeling a little bit bearish today, which is interesting because it's been hard to say that last, couple months confidently. Specifically this last week. I feel like, excuse me, we have to get some type of natural retracement here on this insanity of a pullback or of a move. Went long this morning at 71. Yeah, you're a G. What time was that at? So that must have been around, probably around here. Not even. That was down here. You're a madman. Got it like 810. Oh, 71. 810. Good little trade, my boy. Good trade, actually. So that mean that you're bullish, saucy man? You're looking for longs? Does that mean you're bullish, looking for longs? Opening print price was the 800, the whole number, roughly 802. I would really not mind a little pull into like these prices for like an 844, 845 sell-off. Kind of would be maybe looking at a short if we got up here. I don't know. Undecided. That's why I got out. I like that. I like that. You were unsure, so you went with the safe play. That's all we can do. That's all we can do, sauce. I think I've identified a little thing here. See what this looks like. I would really not mind a little short attempt there at that price. Was only one contract, unfortunately. So you need, what do you need? 800? You need 800 bucks? Because you got 40 points, 5 viewers early. Welcome all. Welcome everybody. But dang, you got 40-point moves, so you made one contract 800. Yeah. So you still need 7. Okay, let's get that 7 then. Starting to identify a little bit of a trend here. I'm kind of overall bearish. A little bearish. Let's make some money though, huh? Let's just make some green things. The dinero currency. Yeah, they did, saucy. And that's okay, my boy. That's okay. The real ones stick, The real ones stick. Look, we're starting to see another wick down at this price here. If we can reclaim... It's tricky. tricky. I'd be looking for us to reclaim these 823s confidently with a strong close, and then maybe like a retest into one of these prices if I'm looking bearish. But overall, I'm bullish. Made 862, so you need 740 or no 640. Pretty beautiful. 640 is very doable. Extremely sideways price action right now, so be cautious. Be cautious. Excuse me. Yeah. I think that's what I'd be looking at. A pull into these prices for a short. 30s, 40s, 30 to 40 short. It's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Depending on how we deliver there. Excuse me. You see, we kind of have somewhat of a bottom trying to hold. Interesting little spot. This was more closer to the bottom yesterday. It's where we're giving up right now, getting a pull back into that. Yeah, maybe sweep all these highs and get a pull into this VWAP / trend line. I'll probably take a short up here, honestly. It's kind of what I'm looking at. It's kind of what I'm feeling. You know, that's all we can do. We can only feel so much. Yeah, right now I am going to put this on. Selling 2 with the 31s right now if we can get there. See what that'll look like. It's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I got an order placed. Who knows if we get there, but that's kind of what I'm liking. We have some news out here in 4 minutes, so it's July 1st. Be cautious, be careful, be patient. July 1st. The longer we hang out here, the more I like it for just finding a little push into our price, possibly finding a rejection. We may not even get there depending on what we're looking at, but I still like this. The longer we just kind of go sideways right here. Opening print price was 802, so we're still right here. Haven't gone anywhere yet. Now below opening print price officially. Oh, yes, Saucy. Let's go. What does that mean? What does that mean? You were shorting this? Did you just take a short up here at these highs, buddy? Like a goddamn king? Is that what you just did? Giving up the 800 price now. At opening print price. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. That man took a short at that 810. 815s, 820s. Short 13. What a G. Top of the range. I liked it, buddy. Good move. I like that. It's that top of the range action right there, son. So without getting there, without getting up here and trying back here, this makes me actually more support in a long. Trying one of these bottoms here. interestingly. Interesting. See how we react to these wicks. Where we were at yesterday. Previous day low is right here. See how we react here. If we hold previous day low and get a push out of it again, you could be interested in possibly catching something here. Gotta wait for some structure, but we'll see. Bottom, this is the 782, so if we give that up, it changes things. Short 13 was a good short, my boy. Getting a move away from you. Pretty strong here. First 15 minutes are almost in now. We're going to get ready to draw that up. Our 15 high and nearly our 15 low down here at the moment. Nearly our 15 low at the moment. See, we did slightly... No, we actually gave that all up, so... I like the short idea, Saucy. I'm overall pretty bearish right now. But where does it make sense, you know? Like, where does that actually start clocking? We're starting to show some sign at this bottom. We swept it. Got a retest of it to the T. Part of me wants to try a short here at the 800 hole number. Part of me wants to try this short here at the 800 hole number. What about a small risk at VWAP? Small risk at VWAP, he says. Well, currently we're shorting VWAP. That's where I'm at. But I don't know if we get back to the VWAP right away, Saucy. That's what I'm trying to gauge right now. That's what I'm trying to gauge right now, my friend. We did look like we held this bottom. 10 o'clock candle sweeps this out. Is that logic? We could. Like a villager. Oh, there's our 15-minute range. It's not the most attractive. It's just not, but it's what we got. I might have meant EMA. Got you. Yeah, I was almost gonna play that EMA play there, but currently glad I didn't. I'd be down. Currently glad I didn't. I was considering it though. Oh yeah. I think I gotta be long here now. Weirdly enough, I think we gotta be long here now, gentlemen. We'll be looking for an order down at these 797s. No, it's a VWAP 804. My VWAP is 829, my boy. No way we didn't just get filled at that. Oh my word. Did you see that reaction there? We almost just got filled. It didn't. Scary stuff. Almost just took a fill but didn't. Congrats on the funded again. Hey, Matrix, you're the man, buddy. You're the man, dude. Appreciate you. Well, we just got fucked. I was one tick from being filled on that order. Look at that. And then we'd be up a good amount. As if. A tick from getting filled on that is painful. Be up 800 right now. Looking for a move. I gotta take the sell order off. Buying is in right now. Canadian holiday might be choppy. Ooh, I like that. I like that insight. Appreciate you, Matrix. Man, why did we just get missed by a point on that fill? Look at the bottom. This is what I was talking about. Remember that time where I got stopped out by a point, by the tick, but this time we didn't get a fill? We'd be up crushing right now. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. Gotta take this long off now. Does our original short make sense then? Where we were kind of gonna hold this trend line? Potentially with the VWAP, I don't know. It's what we were looking at originally, but then once we got that validation, we were seeing the longs flip over. We tried taking a long at this 50%, barely got missed by a tick. And now we're just hanging out. I did not know it was a Canadian holiday. We also have news here in 10 minutes for the PMI, Producer Market Index, so. Taking at the top of the 15-minute range. Feels hard to want to short this move since, yeah, I like these 45s a little bit more than this 30 price. Some obvious orders being filled here at this price. Pretty slow, pretty weird reactions. Oh my gosh. By a tick, my friends. Like, oh, it feels bad. What's your goal here today anyways? Just make $1,000 so I could trade tomorrow with more leverage. I haven't heard a number yet. Yeah, around $1,000. That's why I'd be pretty satisfied had I just got filled on that one tick. We'd be done we'd be done right now, but you know, it's not how it works. So the fact that we held this bottom, it's getting interesting here. Buying is coming in regardless. Manufacturing must have hit to get that bullish reaction. Nice goal. Get that payout. Yes, sir. We're not looking for a home run. Just trying to get some base hits. Trying to get paid. Trying to get paid. Keep the account going. We're starting to find some bullishness. A little sad we just barely got fucking missed on that. But whatever. Got to find where it makes sense to participate again, excuse me. Kind of want to short these 40s, but I don't know. This reaction came in pretty strong off this PMI data, so let's see what it really was. I don't really think it was too big of a deal. It's a gradual cooling in the labor market. I can't say if July is too soon for a rate cut. Interesting. Interesting. That was extremely bullish so far. Looks like we're kind of rejecting VWAP slightly and this trend line. Getting a pull back into the EMA, finding a little bit of a reaction from the buyers. Are they really going to claim VWAP here? This will be the trick. This will be the tell. What are we doing here, gentlemen? You know? What are we doing here? Why did I put that just one tick higher? Like, just why? Does anyone know? No? Okay. Just curious. I was just curious. Trying to see if this trend line's gonna hold or not. We're also at the VWAP, 868 still. That previous all-time high. We did rep it last night with the 900. Waiting for the news to be over. Yeah, me too, man. Good looks, Matrix. We got 5 minutes till this last little bit here. You need to pull back into the top of the 15-minute range and the EMA. Slightly rejecting VWAP and the trend. Five minutes to the last bit of news here. My original 31 short that I put on also would have held. But that just feels a little bit higher risk. Pulling back into the 15-minute range. Buyers are going to have to bring this back to that trend line if we want to see some continuation. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. You have this crown on your name, Matrix, for the top fan. I don't really know why. But you're the man, bro. That's what it's showing you. That's what it's telling us. Just that you're the man. The man with a plan. You know what I'm saying? 4 minutes left. Let's see this reaction for the manufacturing PMI. We already got producer, right? No, that was final. What is this one? Oh, ISM. Gotcha. That was the S&P. Gotcha. Gotcha. Short at 31 was money as well. Let's go, Matrix. Let's go. Make some money. 3 minutes. July 1st. Market's been open for 27 minutes. We have some news here in 3. Trying to hold the top of this 15-minute range. Sellers are getting back into it. We did get reject off the VWAP and this trend line currently. Let's see the reaction. Ooh. Let's hope we get some volatility today. Let's hope it's just nice and clean. Let's just get some volatility. Pretty decent reaction off the VWAP so far. Getting a push back into this price. Into the 50% there, 807, about 5 points off the opening print price. Pretty much gone sideways here. Broke out of the 15-minute range, but then consolidated back into it. Kind of like what Matrix was mentioning. Maybe we're going to get a choppier day. I think I'm going to be willing to take a short at these prices here. Hmm. 1 minute. Gotta wait for news. There it is. Holy shit. Is that going to be the pressure to push us up, or are we going to go back down now? Crazy move here. Both spots, news high and news low now, are like interesting. We're at the EMA here. Top of this 50% range again. We held that 50% one more time. I don't know. I don't know. Huh. Back at the EMA in this previous little range. See if we can get out of the 15-minute range here. If not, we're going to be bearish. Buying is looking strong here, but I'm feeling bearish at these 817s. Huh. See the reaction here at this 50%, the 800 whole number. Kind of want to short it into that 800, but I don't know. I just am not sure. This is feeling a little strange here. We already missed the ticks. We slightly missed our fill. And so now I'm just feeling a little like, I don't know. I just don't know. Bearish, but how do we find a good fill? I don't like that this data high is right at this price either. There's just a couple weird things about this. No need to take any forced trades. 15-minute range. Look how sideways we are overall, boys. So keep that in mind. Keep your count alive. Wait for an actual extension. Wait for an actual move to get paid here. Let's see. Is this bottom going to be defended again? Is this the easy long? 1, 2. So many touches down here. So many tries. Come sweep out this data low. Could try it. There it's swept. There's the 800 whole number. Back to opening print price, which is also 50% of this opening range. It's feeling bearish so far. Very sideways. Keep your accounts alive, people. Still hanging out near previous day low right now. Feeling bearish, just trying to find a spot where it makes sense. Reacting off this 50% and the 800 whole number. Tough to take a belong here. We're reacting off that. This 800 whole number where we've been at. Look at yesterday. Super supported. So every time we got into this area, we're finding strong buying. Want to make sure that's not going to happen again here. Here we go. It's looking pretty strong, I'm not gonna lie. I say that we find an immediate reaction at these 18s. Interesting, interesting. Where's the big move, boys? I don't know, Saucy. That push into the 18s feels as though we're getting a rejection pretty strong. Nearly an 14-point sell candle. Back through the EMA. Very choppy overall. Just very choppy. Bum 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 bum. The big move is short, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I really am feeling in my soul, in my bones, in my fingertips, my earlobes. Feeling short. I'm just going to find a spot. I'm thinking it's this trend line. I wanted to see these 18 rejects again. We did. It's tricky, tricky. Top of this news candle, I don't love that it's out here because I feel like we could go trade towards that, especially holding this bottom. We did sweep the bottom of this news candle. Now we can go trade towards the top of it. This 10 o'clock candle is dojing. Yeah, so I don't know. It's 10 o'clock's dojing a little bit. You know? Just realize this is way, way where it shouldn't be. That is our 15-minute range, my friends. That is the 15-minute range. Trying to hold this 50%, it seems like. The 809s now. Excuse me. I feel like if we give up the 800s, we're looking for this push down to 750s. If we're continuing to hold these 800s, we're going to go try the top of that hourly, this data candle around these 33s. Obviously, that could be a possible breakout as well. Change a trend if we do. So overall, still patience is key here. All this is trying to do is get you to be a participant involved. What's good? Riazel. Riazel? Am I saying that right? What's up, brother? Happy to see you here. First time chatting. What up, what up, what up? Riazel? Hope I'm not trying to butcher that. Getting back into this 800 whole number now. Let's see the reaction. I've been scalping that sale, not gonna lie. Riazel, sick. Appreciate that. You've been scalping this sale. What does this mean? What does this mean, brother? You've been buying these bottoms? Getting a push now off that 800 into these 790s. So it'll be interesting here if we go to the other side of this 15-minute range. Kind of the other side of this range. I want to see this bottom possibly hold down here now that we got a retry of it. 792s. You can see once we got down here with this reaction at this 45 S&P manufacturing candle. Found a strong push out of it. Then the 10 o'clock came in, reacted out the VWAP, pushed us back. So overall, I'm a little bearish right now. Overall, just gotta find a spot where it makes sense to participate in a short. We're taking one here. Taking one here at the 800 if we can get back to it now. 801 is our sale. Or yeah, 803 maybe. I think 801's EMA. So we're looking for an 803 short here. Riazel's been making some money. Hope Matrix has been too. I know Brett already made his money. I'm still new to trading. Word, man. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. We're all forever learners, you know. Forever learning this game, bro. Forever learning this game, my boy. We're taking a short here at the 803s. If we can get a fill. I like that, Saucy said. All right, we're in now. We're shorting this EMA pull at the mid price at these 803s. Looking for a pull back down to the other side of this 15-minute range, ideally. Really, more ideally, we get even lower. Let's see the chop here. Let's see the reaction. And immediately finding some strength on the other side, unfortunately. Immediately finding some strength there on the other side of that. Not ideal for what we're looking for. Not ideal for us what we're looking for there, gentlemen. Not bueno. See another reaction here. How much is your take profit? It's a little blurry for me. 15, buddy. Looking for the 15, but we just gave up 5 there on a 450 on a shitty fill as well. So NASDAQ is not being nice to me. Missed by a fucking point. Not even a point. A tick down here. And now we're getting the reaction. Although the buys, if the buys are in, we know the direction. So overall, not too upset about that. Let's see the reaction off this trend line now. If we push through here, we're going to be finding some buys. Pushing through here, we're going to try to find some buys, I think. We're going to take one, though. Trying to the top of this wick. Where does buying make sense now? Now that we're getting this strength. We're just a little ambitious, I guess. Just a slight bit ambitious there, I suppose. Hanging out this trend line in this VWAP. I'm anticipating us to break through here. I just would like a pullback once before it does. Gonna buy these 18s. Holy shit, maybe not. What an order that just came in there. Interesting overall. This bottom at the 800s was definitely what was supported twice now. Finding a push into these 830s. Into the 40s now. Strong move by the buyers overall here. Another little trend that we're identifying here. Another little trend that we are identifying here. It's going to slightly adjust where we come in for a fill. Oh, so slightly adjust. Trying to get a fill now at these 820s. Got to push into the 840s there off this buy. Breaking on the other side of this trend line officially. Got a nice close there. That to me confirms that buying is in. So now we just have to participate. $838, still maintaining that. An even safer pullback would be towards this range here. Toward the top of this push. 31s could be a reaction price. I like our order. I like to leave our order here at the 26s. I think we have a chance to come and get into fill. An even safer fill, I think, could possibly be these 26s to the 23s. 26 is VWAP as well, so it does track. We're going to leave our order on for now. I'm going to bring it up to the 26s that we're talking about. Really am wanting to get a fill here, so. $6 points below is our fill at the 26s. Can we get it here on this candle? We're tapping into these 30s where we could find it at these previous high. Could find some buying here to stop it. To stop this selling. Trying to get a fill at the 26s. Here we go, NASDAQ. Come get me. The 28 push. Oh my god, we're getting teased. Alright, we're officially in this long off the VWAP again. Back to this trend line. Got to see this trend line hold here. And the EM and the VWAP. Ideally, we get buyers to respond to this. Get a push back in our direction. Got to see some absorption here. Got to see some absorption here if we want to be alive. Got to see buyers defend this. Got to see some absorption. Want to see buyers get this back above this trend line. Ideally, VWAP as well. If we can't get back above VWAP, we're going to be in trouble. EMA is curling on the bottom of it, so we want to see some reaction here. Just couldn't get it, boys. That's 2 in a row. It's 2 in a row. We're just on the wrong side of it. Scared of a big sell-off here, Sauce said. Frustrating there. Frustrating little move there, truthfully. Couldn't get this to absorb. What do we try to get into 23s? So that was killed anyways. Back into this trend, back into this wedge. Your boy's down. Your boy is cooked right now. Pushed back into the 15-minute range. Unfortunate there. Giving back a lot of this push here. 710, like 1150, like 1150 in drawdown right now, Brett. Back to the 800 hole number here. Pretty big sell off these 840s. Crazy. Pretty big sell-off, and it's continuing. Trying to threaten this bottom of this 15-minute range now. Holy shit. Holy cow, we're getting a move, boys. We're gonna short one right here. Taking a short right here, and I'm gonna add in another one up at this price if we can get it back. If we get back up there without pushing back down. This is gonna be a little bit of a different trade today, or this try. Good call though, Saucy. Way to spot that. See if they want to hold the bottom of this 15-minute range. We're gonna be looking for a pullback into these prices for another chance, to add into this. Going to be loading another short. Music's kind of a vibe right now. If we get a pull back into this EMA, we're going to be taking another chance at it. I want to see that selling that was just a part of this. Push this thing down again. Selling another one here at this 802 if we get it. Can we get through this bottom of this 15-minute range? Kind of going sideways here. Pretty choppy overall. We're looking for another fill back at this price. Take a short. It's feeling less and less likely we get it though. We're currently finding some selling still. Here's a bigger move now. Interesting, interesting. Didn't get a pull back into that price to get a bigger size here. Let's take a quick peek over here. I mean, if we're coming for this low, this doesn't seem impossible. Just trying to gauge the reaction off this, seeing if I want to potentially take it off at this bottom or look for lower here. Just trying to figure it out. Gauging the strength and reaction to this price. There's a sweep of it officially. Alright, we got out there. Looking for a pullback to get back in this thing. I think shorts are showing themselves here officially. Just waiting for a correct price now. I want to see a push back into the bottom of this 15. Maybe this trend line before we take another one here. This bottom seems as though we might find a little bit of a bottom. Slight. I don't think it's forever here, but we'll see. These 700 whole number seems possible for the day, depending on the reaction here. Selling one at the 780s if we can get there. It's on the other side of the EMA though, so it may not get a fill. But if we can get on the other side of that, I see some continuation back towards this bottom. We already did sweep this. So according to this, depending on how we react off this, it's going to kind of change some things here. I feel like we could even get a pullback into this price before we get a real push. We're going to leave one on at the 80s though. Sorry for this YouTube ad here. Skip that. Skip that. 771, looking for a fill 9 points higher than here at the EMA. Only taking one. I want to see the reaction at the bottom of this 15-minute range. We did sweep through overnight low, technically pre-market low at 830 here. We might just keep chopping in this area as well. High time frame liquidity's pretty much been swept, but we're going to see if we can get a fill here. It looks like we might not even have a chance. If this gives us this up strong, we might just buy to market, sell to market below this bottom if this rejects strongly here. By the way, there's 7 people hanging out. I really appreciate you guys. Let me know how your trading's going. Hit the like button if you haven't. Helps me a lot. It really, really, really does. Lets me know you guys are enjoying this. Riezel, you taking any trades yet? How about you, Matrix? Juan in here. Is my boy Mar in here? What are we seeing? What are we thinking? What are we feeling? Finding a little bit of a reaction now on this sweep of this bottom. We're trying to take a fill here. We're going to leave it on. Alright, we're short again. Short from these 780s. We're short again from these 780s. Let's see the reaction. We're into the bottom of the 15-minute range. I want to see sellers defend this. I want to see sellers defend the bottom of this 15-minute range and the EMA here. If we can get a defend here and hold, we should be able to get a push back towards this bottom at least. At least this 763s. From there we can just put on a break even and be risk off. It's kind of what we're looking for here. Get a push back towards these 760s, put a break even on, then we're risk off. It's almost there now. A little bit lower here, we can put break even on. There it is, break even's going on now. And now we just ride this out, see if we can get some more extension. Ideally, this just gives this back up. We don't want to see a wick here at this price. This is where our only obstacle is here. Here we go. If we get through the bottom here, we're looking pretty good. There it is. There's some more selling coming in our way. We're going to leave this order on now. This 1500. I think there's a chance. Break even's on. We're at a good spot here. Nothing to run away from. See on the chart where it really makes sense for us to get to. I think safer of an exit would be this 730s price, but we'll see. See how we're feeling. Selling's just strong right now, so I don't want us to get in the way of it. 730 is almost being traded into right now. There's a 730s being traded. Let's see the reaction here. This is where I'd be considering taking it off. So if we see some strong wicking and buying, we'll take it off. If we get a push through it, we'll hold. The reason I like the 730s is because it's a previous support before we found some really strong buying previously. Sellers are getting it back into these 30s though. Let's see the reaction. Let's see the reaction here. Ideally, this just keeps giving up. What makes sense here, gentlemen? $730s feels a little too low. I think we're gonna take this up here for I don't know if I get that 730 break now that we already got a retest of that, so I don't know. I don't know at the moment. Getting a strong push off of that 730 price that we were worried about. Only thing that made me think about it was this reaction here. So you see how we kind of defended it and pushed from here. So I don't know. I think the next clear one would be kind of closer to like this 20s price. So we just got to see the EMA, what the reaction is off this EMA. So it'll kind of be the decision. We're getting a push into it now off this previous bottom as well. Selling was strong. Don't know how much more it's going to continue. Selling was strong. I don't know how much more we got in the books there. You know what? We're just going to call it right here. Happy with that trade overall. Puts us back in a winning day. We are rejecting the EMA again. So now let's see the reaction to these 730s. I might have just gotten out early there. Definitely feeling like it. We're getting some strength here again. So overall, shorts are still in. I definitely was a bit eager on my exit there at these 30s. I was nervous about that reaction, but that's all it was. It was fear. And here we go. Move's still happening. The move is still happening. Overall, decent trading, but could have been a lot better today. I barely got wicked out on this move. I predicted the 30s, predicted the 40s, and just, I don't know, overall. Lock the account, call it a day. Matrix is being the man on that. Telling me I'm being a little indecisive. I am. I was really wanting to see these 11s trade. I got out early on that, but yeah, Matrix. Appreciate you for the insight there. Probably am going to just call it. We're at 22. Make sure all the accounts followed. They did. Yeah. Yeah. Still selling now. Brett, from that top, bro, you called it. It's 120 points so far. I took two. You took two scalps or two contracts? 2 trades or 2 contracts? Riazale. You take any trades, Matrix? How'd you do, buddy? Gnarly sell-off is for real, man. I got out early anticipating a little bit more sideways reaction, but no, the sellers are having their way. 2 trades, cool. Hope they both worked out for you, buddy. It's quite a bit of selling momentum there. 21 minutes till Europe closes. Again, if you guys can hit the like button, it really helps the stream a lot. Get some other traders in here, all like-minded. Grow our community. I love the way it's coming right along. We got some family members in here already. Matrix, dude, I'm scared money. Scared money. This was the real TP. 14 was the real TP. And what did I get out at? Exit price was 43. Oh my god, that's gross. 43 was our exit price. Look at this exit. We could have gotten another 400 bucks. Nothing. 400 bucks. We missed out on there. One contract, really gnarly for one contract. This is interesting here. Look at this. 10-point stop, 10-point stop. So we lose 20 points, and then I make 62 points, and then another 37 off of both one contract. So who knows? Who knows? You're right, Saucy. You're right, but my only thing is like, if I'm getting out of trades early, right? So like, again, my hypothetical real take profit was this 14 level off this previous high here. So this 714 price, right? Now look where we're at. Like, man, it's just another 40 points that you got to be able to hold your winners. That's how we get paid in trading. I mean, check this fucking move out. We went just from a 848 down to a 700 whole number. Like, this push here off of the reaction off this rounded, and we were overall bearish. Just you got to be able to hold trades. So I'm a little beating myself up for selling, just because if that was 2 contracts, 4 or 5, if that was 5 contracts, bro, this is another $5,000 on this trade I could have had. You know what I mean? So like, I'm trying to get better at maximizing, but overall I'm really happy with it. We did have to claw back from down 800 today, so like it always does. Saucy, you're right, buddy. You're right, my man. You are 100%. 19 minutes till Europe closes here. We're getting a decent sell-off into the 700 whole number. I mean, if you're looking at this for like, where's a potential bottom? Here's the hourly chart pulled up. Maybe this previous wick and previous high range, so around these 689. So just about the 700 whole number roughly. We can start seeing some reaction if you're trying to find a trade or you're trying to figure out where to get out of your short. Tyler got out of his short a little early, but I mean to each, you know, we don't got to talk about that. Strong sell-off here this morning. Hope everybody's making money. Hope everybody making that money. July 1st. Officially, 50% of 2025 is behind us. You guys doing what you want to do? Damn, the 700 whole number. Slightly sad. We got out early. Should have at least held for like these 14, 15s, but we take these. Also, another reason why, if anyone's watching this, I would have recommended, like, if I'm looking back on my trade, which I will, I always review, and that's why I like to, number one, I like to record my trades, which is I'm doing because of YouTube. But this trade where I got a perfect, nearly a perfect fill, and then this super strong push to sweep this bottom, I shouldn't have really had fear that we're going to get a retracement too soon because of the power of this. This indicates after this move, and we're breaking through a big level, pushing off to 15 with a strong selling purely indicates continuation. Like, this candle said, hey, I want lower prices, right? And I should have been able to hold that, and for future, all of us. Pushing off the EMA to 720, still holding the 700 whole number. We didn't quite get in there. Buyers defended it slightly. Santiago, 10 min strategy. 10 minutes. This is a 1 minute chart. Is that what you're asking? This is a 1 minute chart here, and this is the hourly 10-minute strategy. This is the 15-minute range as well, if that's what you're asking. 15-minute range. Sometimes we use that for our entries and stuff, but yeah, not sure what you mean by 10 minutes, but welcome in, Santiago. I think your first time I've seen you chatting, so appreciate it, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Still holding up to 700 whole number. Buyers are defending it slightly. We've gotten about 140, 150 points from the top of this push. Really a decent move by the sellers. Really overall a pretty strong move by the sellers. No spick English, sorry, but good. Well, welcome in, bruh. Hola. Estoy mucho feliz tu aquí. Trying to learn a little bit more of that Espanol. I do. Back into the 700 whole number. Let's see the reaction here. Sellers going to continue, or is this wick going to hold for a small little retracement? Holding a winner costed me my ash yesterday. So potato, tomato. Holding a winner costed me my ash yesterday. I know, buddy. You're right. That's why I got out there too, Thomas, because like we're saying, scalping right now. But, man, it feels bad giving up a winner where it could have been twice as big, which it's tricky. It was only a one contract, so it was a low rate. Like, it is what it is. But, again, if that was 5 points, I just left $5,000 on the table. So that's hard. It's like I gotta get better at that. Haha, 1,000 USD for you. Yeah, I'll take 1,000 USD, Santiago. Gracias, mi amigo. Into the 700 whole number, finding some selling. Sellers are still pushing this thing lower. One of the biggest selling candles on this hourly chart we've seen since this push. There was one other one that was equated to this, but it was immediately responded to. So we'll see this one's reaction. Into this 689, the bottom of this wick like we were thinking about. Really a decent push. The fact that Brett, you called this 160 points ago, 180 points almost now. That would have changed a life if you caught this with some size. Change a life or two real quick. Isn't that so exciting? Think about this. This right here changes a life if you catch that. I mean, you catch it with some leverage, change your life. I love it. Oh, I do. I'm a fan. Did we get down to that 89? Slightly. We did. Whoa. What was that? Get out of here. Trying to do something. This wick that we just traded to is starting to be a reaction. I always call the big sells for some reason. You a perma bear, Saucy? Yeah, you a bear? You a short? If your testicles were fucking titanium, you could take it long here at the 691s. Now we're starting to find a bottom. But that's just if you have titanium testes. Most of us got bronze balls, so it's like we couldn't do something like that. But the titanium men, yeah, that's what they're gonna try. You can see the reaction off this 689, pushing us back into the 700 whole numbers, pretty strong. Gauge, if we can get a little bit better structure here, it could be a decent opportunity. Maybe that's the route. I should take it every time I get something under my feet, you know? Maybe that's the route I should take if I ever get something under my feet. Just be a perma bear and just find the spots where the market just dies in seconds. Bro, because this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles we pushed all the way down to the bottom of the 15-minute range in 7 minutes. And then another, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes from there, we just continue to die. So Starting to find a reaction here. If we can get another push of like 700 whole number, it could be a chance for a long. If your testicles are titanium, if you're made like that, if you're built different, that's what you're looking at. Selling is so strong here, though. It's crazy. Here we go. We'd be long right now. We'd be long if we put this order in. We'd be long right here at this price, 701. See the reaction. Can we get some pushing? Scared to be at the bottom of this range, but the selling's been moved. You have to hope. I work today, so see. Been working since this morning. Came up, started trading. I'm gonna be going back down there. 10:50. 10 minutes till Europe closes. Pushing off the EMA again. I really am tempted to take a long here, but for all intents and purposes, I can't. But that would have been it if we did it. Yes. 10 minutes until I'm getting out of here. Look at the push off the 700 whole number so far. Into the 715s, reclaiming the EMA. This might be a spot we can find a little bit of a retracement. Maybe not a big, powerful move back towards the 50% or anything, but at least decently a little bit of a move. How many fund accounts are you working with? There are 5, buddy. I got these 5 right here. I currently am only trading Topstep, so cinco amigo. Currently only trading Topstep. Still reacting off the 700 whole number. Interesting. So, if you had the titanium testicles, they might be paying off. You could also, once we reclaim this view EMA, you could almost put a break even on, be risk off. But with this much selling, it's definitely, you're going to be susceptible. Taking some break even trades. Or even some losers, really. I would have just broke us out. We would have put broke even on and been stopped out now. 8 minutes till Europe closes here. We're at the bottom of this range nearly for, 700 whole number. About 150 points from the high of the day. Still looking like it wants the bottom. You see that wick there where it's starting to hold. So it'll be interesting to see if or if not, this is the bottom here before I start getting a little bit of retracement. The structure's looking decent. The structure's looking decent here at this price. Yeah. Hey. Still hanging out right here at the 700s, giving you another opportunity to get in if you haven't. I can't right now. as I have to leave here in 7 minutes, but I don't mind this. Structure's looking decent. The selling's looking a little bit extended. I don't know. We are compressing below the EMA, but if we could reclaim that, this whole structure shifts all the way on the other side. Zafar El Rafi. Yo, bro, you got a Discord server. I do not, man. I do not. We trade live every morning right here. You seem to be consistent. I appreciate that, brother. Hang out every morning. Subscribe to the channel and stop in every day. We're live streaming every single day. Market open till 11. So about 5 minutes, I'm going to be getting out of here. Trade market open. Like the volatility. But, yeah, Zafar. Am I saying that right? Zafar El Rafi. Zafar El Rafi. Yeah, bro. I really appreciate you stopping in and commenting and wanting to be a part of it. Subscribe, man. And, yeah. Hell yeah, I'm going to join you tomorrow. That's what's up, brother. Looking forward to seeing you. Hopefully we can have another great day tomorrow. Make some money. Hopefully the NASDAQ wants to give us some more opportunity. Hopefully the NASDAQ wants to behave. Today was a little interesting. Tomorrow, my last winning day to get a payout. Hey, W, Zafar. I'm going to say Zafar. I like Zafar. But, dude, congrats, bro. Hope you can smash tomorrow then. I'm honored that you want to try to do that with me. Let's do it, buddy. That's amazing. Good on you. This looks like this might be the bottom here at the 700s for at least a small retracement. We're starting to find some decent structure. Yeah, bro. Payouts are what's up. It's what we're trying to do. One day at a time. W Brett for spreading the vibes. W Brett for spreading the vibes. Here late. What I miss? What's up, Juan? Hell yeah, buddy. Happy you're in here. What you missed, we had 15-minute range, kind of choppy, nothing crazy. Got a push to the VWAP. I didn't get any trades here. We ended up taking a push up to these 40s here, where the previous high was. I called it out in the very beginning of the stream, but I didn't take a short here. And then we got a just insane push all the way down here. Took another couple scalps on the way. Made 600 bucks. We were down like 8 won, but we're back. Nah, you won't, Zafar. No chance. Here we go. Back into the 700s now. Let's see the reaction here. This still is providing some decent structure. It really is. Decent structure overall. 700. We'll see if we can get some back above. Buyers can reclaim if they do. And we start wicking kind of like that. If we start wicking like that with some support, we could easily push back with a little retracement. Got to get above 700 and got to get above that EMA rate above it. So those will be the two obstacles there. But I got 3 minutes. I'm going to get out of here right now, boys. Zafar, good luck tomorrow, bro. Hope to see you in there. Juan, I know you haven't taken any trades yet, buddy. But you got this. Be patient. A lot of the moves might have happened. So be patient. Wait for some consolidation. We might be in that range now after this big sell-off. But we're still finding some selling. So Brett, you're the man. Good job on your winning day. Timothy, you're also the man, buddy. Hope you get to crush this this market. We're kind of getting some sell-ins, so hopefully you can capitalize on that. Santiago, good luck, buddy. Matrix, you're the man as well, buddy. I appreciate you trying to keep us alive. And, yeah, boys, take care. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Drink some water, get some sun, and peace.